Alright, so you all know what time it is. It is April bullet journal time. So it's time to do a flip through and what I plan on planning in the month of April. So let's just look through all of my updates from March, what I did, and throughout the rest of my bullet journal. So the first thing is my TBR bookshelf, which is slowly getting filled in. Hopefully soon it will be more, but my new color is blue for the month of April. So I did finish up one series. I finished the Lunar Chronicles series. I read Fairest finally, so that's one series that's done. And then flipping through more to my reading goals. So I am going to be changing up my reading goals. My initial reading goal was 30, but I've been reading a lot of manga, so that's filling it up. So I'm going to talk about this more later and how I'm switching up my reading goals, but I need to expand this because I'm changing my reading goal to 80 books. So I'm going to add this extra page, fill in stars on one side, and then continue my list onto the other side to accommodate the extra books in it. So you won't see that in this video, but I'll do it later. So March. So this is just kind of how I filled out everything. My habit tracker was one of the best this month, and the pages read also. So yeah, my TBR, I did a readathon, and that filled up some stuff. And I only read 2 novels this month, and then purchased maybe about 5 books, possibly. I think 5. Videos, I only put out 3 videos, but I did film 4. The other one isn't out yet though. And then my goals page that I hated, I actually ended up not using it, so that'll be for a later time. And then we have my weekly spreads. I really liked this spread. It looks really nice, and I liked the layout for it, so I will possibly use this layout again in the future. And then this week I just didn't end up planning at all, so I don't know how this really works. I don't think I'll be doing this one again though. Sometimes I just have weeks where I don't plan at all. And we have my new favorite spread. So this one is really good. It allows me enough space to put all of my to-do lists and things to do for the day, and then I've got sections on the side. And then, like, especially this one is really important. It's notes to self. So here I'll just put in kind of things I need to remember. This month or this week I put in a little note about a video project that I was bummed that I haven't been making a lot of progress on. But I was like, you know what, it's okay. It'll be like ready when it's ready. And so I use that for the rest of the month. So this is a page for a lyrics spread for a song I really like. It's in Japanese, and I started writing it out in Japanese and in English, but I realized I wouldn't have a lot of room to put all of it, so that is either going to be abandoned or reworked. So then I have the mood tracker, so I actually have to fill this in, but this worked out pretty well. I kind of like this, and I might keep it for at least another month or 2. See how it goes, but you can kind of see where most everything here was I was either really tired or like exhausted or just kind of like average. So I work really early in the morning, so it's a little difficult sometimes for me to be energetic or productive during the workday. And then I also have some like bad and weird stuff going on in my life, so my mood wasn't the greatest throughout the month. And then over here I have a review for a CD, like a new CD that I haven't finished yet. I'm waiting for some translation, so I need that. Then there's a video idea, and now it's time to fill out April. So I like this month's spread a little bit more than I did last month, so that's good. I think I'm still working on being more creative and expressing my like mood for the month is kind of what I want to convey with these things, but we'll have to see how it works out. So my edge color and like my marker color for this month is going to be blue with some like unicorn rainbow accents. So I am definitely not the best at calligraphy, and this didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted. I think I decided to do some sort of like weird cursive print thing halfway through, and it just like didn't work out very well. But I mean, it still looks pretty interesting, so we'll just go with it. And then I tried to do something with this rainbow paper here, which is really nice paper. I really like this paper, actually. It's a lot of fun. So the first time I tried this, it didn't work out very well, so I had to redo. But yeah, I kind of like this idea. Just like throw some paper on there, scrapbook style. And then I just like cover everything with washi tape, just random stuff. I've got this really cool unicorn sticker that I've been like saving for some reason, and I'm just gonna throw it on there because, you know, spring is starting. I've got a lot of new things going on, so I just want like a happy unicorn right in the front of my month. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw in a bunch of washi tape, and then we should be done with it. There's not really rhyme or reason to why or how I was doing this. I was just kind of like, what kind of might look good? I don't know if it actually looks good or not, but that's why we try things. Alright, and so then we get to the calendar view, which is like my standard for the month. So not much has changed for this. I really like this calendar page, so we're just gonna speed this up and get the calendar over with because it's the same literally every month. There's literally nothing different about this. I did put a bunch of this washi tape up here, which I thought was cute, kind of bringing the theme from the last page. And then I put a few more stickers on here, but that was just kind of my decoration. Not really a huge amount of thought went into this. I was just kind of like putting down stuff as I felt like it. Alright, so next I'm gonna do that goals page again. So hopefully we'll actually use that this month. So I'm just gonna put down 2 goals. I haven't at this point when I was making this, I haven't decided what they were, so I didn't fill that in. I just kind of put in a space to write down the goal, and then 4 steps that I could take to complete that goal. So hopefully that works out and helps me reach some more milestones. And then next is the page tracker. So you've noticed this page normally has the habit tracker and the page counter, but I've moved the habit tracker, and you'll see it later, because I wanted a bigger range of pages to read. So I made the page tracker a whole page. It's still, the scale only goes to 120 pages. So that's still like not enough for like a whole volume of manga, because I'll read a whole volume of manga in one day. But I just write down the number of pages at the bottom if it goes past the 180 mark, or not 180, 120 mark. So hopefully this is more of an accurate representation of the things that I am, or the amount of pages that I'm reading throughout the month. This is always a work in progress. We'll see what works best. Alright, so then I have my reading progress page, which is really just the same every single month. There really isn't a lot different about it. I still have the same categories: to be read, actually read, and purchased. I was thinking that like maybe I should just do like a TBR thing and then just like cross off what I read and then just add what else I read. But I mean, I guess this actually works. I don't know. If there's a better way to do a TBR spread, then let me know. Especially if you don't end up reading anything on your TBR and you read other things. And then we have the new mood tracker, which in hindsight, I don't like this and it might go away. At least the design for it. I wanted to do something more spring, and so I drew this flower, but then didn't have enough spaces, so I had to draw another flower, and then I had like 2 extra spaces, so I had to draw these like squiggly lines. And this, like, honestly, this page might just get pasted over with the square one from last month because I tried to be artistic and like cute, and it didn't really work. I think I need to plan this out a little bit better in the future. I didn't really put a ton of thought into the way that this mood tracker worked. So there's also no space for like my criteria and like my color coding for it, which is nice to have as I'm filling it out. Like, I could put it on a flap on the side, but that just adds other things to it. So, and like, I guess, distractions or things that could get messed up in the journal. So honestly, this page might get pasted over with something way more simplistic because I'm really not feeling this. Alright, and then I've got the video plans page, which is the same every month. I'm already behind on this, but you know, it's okay. Everything will work out. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do this month, but I've got enough spaces for at least 5 videos. Hopefully I can get 5 out this month. That would be really great. And then just some ideas for like things I want to do next month. Alright, and then we've got the weekly spreads. So I'm just going to go back to that last spread that I used in March because it worked so well and it looks really great. There's a lot of space on it and I feel like I'm using up all of the space really well. So that is, I guess, really... I don't know what the word is, but I really like this spread. I'm probably going to use this for the rest of the month, and maybe I'll experiment with things later, like maybe in May, something like that. But for now, this is probably going to be my default spread just because it looks so clean and like great. I think I actually maybe subconsciously stole this from my friend Val. Shout out to Val. She's been talking to me about bullet journals a lot lately, and I think she showed me hers, and I think this is the spread that she used, or it was very similar, because it kind of stuck in my head. Like this, something that looked like this, so, or at least very similar to this. So, shout out to Val for the inspiration for my new favorite bullet journal spread. So I do use a combination of like drawn elements and stickers for things. I think the stickers kind of like throw in some extra color and a little bit more cleanness to any sort of art decoration that I want. So I love the stickers. And this is where the habit tracker has moved to. So I realized I was keeping a small habit tracker and a large habit tracker, so I just combined it all together. So I still have all of my old like daily tasks, things like taking my vitamins, picking up my clothes, and that sort of thing. But I also moved reading, drinking water, and something creative into this habit tracker also. Those were the main things that I was tracking in my old habit tracker design, and so I just decided to throw them in here. The last one that I used, the last category I had in the old habit tracker design was studying Japanese, but I've had like 3 months where I haven't done that, so I decided to take it off, and then once I can get something consistent going with my supposed Japanese study for this year, then I'll add it in later. But for now, this is gonna be my habit tracker. Makes a lot more sense for me to have like a weekly one instead of like a big monthly one on a separate page. So this sticker pack that I got this at Michael's like maybe a year or so ago, so I don't know if they have it anymore, but maybe during the spring they'll have something similar. But I really like this pack. I have paper that goes with it and washi tape that goes with it, so I have like a whole little set that's gonna last me really well for this month. So I'll probably go between like unicorns and mermaids this month, even though I'm more into the unicorns than I am the mermaids, but it'll just use up the sticker pack, and that's something I really need to do, is use up stickers. I'm very bad about using them before I buy new ones, so I think all this month is going to be unicorns and mermaids and, you know, getting ready for spring or summer, I guess. I feel like unicorns and mermaids are more summer kind of motifs, but I really needed something cute and warm feeling this month, so that's the aesthetic we're going with. So yeah, I'm gonna fill in the rest of the week later. I've got a book review in there, and then the last thing in here is just like a thing, like places to go in Japan, because I follow a lot of accounts about Japan and like people who live in Japan, and I see things and I forget them for my whenever in the future trip to Japan, like things that I can check out so I remember them. So yeah, that's pretty much everything for the month of April. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about like my bullet journaling process or anything that I did in here. I'd love to hear it. And if like what you like to plan, something like that. This is so awkward. I need to go. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Christy Lou. Please give this video a like or subscribe to my channel if you want to see more bookish, planning, nerdy content from me. That's all I've got for you guys today. I'm Christy Lou. Till next time, mata ne!